Hello everyone, today I have 5 watches lined up at the back here. All of them have been customized in a way, so I already made a video for each and every one of these. Just in case you missed them, you need to of course go watch them all to learn more about these guys. Anyway, for today I'm gonna cover on another custom painted G-Shock, which is on this guy right here. Okay, if you are an old-timer, if you are a loyal viewer to the channel, you'll know right away I already showed you guys this watch many times before. I customized this like 2 to 3 times already. The original colorway or the original piece or base for this custom is look at the backplate right there, look at that, G-300LV, which is in all white colorway. Everything all over this watch is basically white. I bought it in a used condition, and I had been customizing like 2 times. First time being in all crystal red colorway Zaku theme, and then it was a field attempt, and then I customized it again into a black and red color series with 2 layers down here in red, up here in black. But that also not a good type of custom. There are a lot of imperfections here and there. So, and now this is the idea, Kawasaki custom. I don't know why I didn't came up with this idea early before, because this one over here looks way better than all those custom that I made before from the same model. But before I continue, I need to show you guys one more thing. Which is this model over here. So before I proceed, I need to tell you guys is that I have this watch over here in the used condition, which I never showed you guys before. So this watch is a basic model, and let's see the model number back here. Look at that, G300L. This is the most basic piece that is available today. You can grab this almost anywhere. It's very cheap, and this is the black and silver version. The original display, if I'm not mistaken, is in all black. So I actually replaced this and move it on here. So that's why this watch face here actually originally in white, so it's now in black. Look at that. So that's how I'm able to make it black. I cannot paint it. Look at that. How can I paint the watch die or this not display the faceplate to black? Look at it. I have a lot of metal parts in there, very detailed part. I cannot change that. The best way for me to do it is just replace it with another watch. So keep that in mind, you know. So let's move this ugly piece out of the way. Oh, and by the way, I also switched the buttons. Here is the white buttons. The original one is in black, so I switched it up to here, so to match it with the overall theme. Just a quick disclaimer right there. Okay, done. Move out. Okay, so this is the Kawasaki custom. I removed the battery on this piece to add it on another vintage G-Shock. Because I don't have any extra battery, so you guys will see that model in the future. But for now, this will be a video on how the watch color looks like in Kawasaki custom. Alright, let's review it all over again. On the side, we're seeing a black buttons. This original button not painted. The screws in silver, normal thing. Both sides goes the same. That's as far as the buttons and screws. The bezel consists of 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. The middle part here is actually metal. Bring it back, similar as this part, originally in silver colorway. So I painted this part here to black with airbrush. I'm not sure at all how long this paint gonna last on here. It usually won't last because I don't have all this fancy equipment for that ion plating method that one's supposed to use when coloring metal parts. I just use black paint, but you know what? It looks pretty good. Look at that! Look at that! It looks smooth. You guys can already see by now the imperfection on the watch bezel, of course. Just use it green, and this part is also green. And again, of course, I need to paint the writings there in black, but you can see a lot of imperfection there as well, because I mean, look at that. The base for this is in green. It is very visible if you mess up. I mean, the writing is here is in black. When you paint it in here and you swipe to remove all the excess paint, even a tiny smudge will result in this horrible mess. Look at that. I really need to clean this part up I will do the better job, but it's very hard because this is in black, this is in light color tone. But anyway, just so you know, it's not an easy task. I'm still figuring out how this which is the best way to do this part instead of just paint and white, because look at that. Done on the watch case. Let's have a look on the watch band. Here it is. The original colorway is in all white. I'll remove all of the red and black paint and dye everything is in black. Similar ways that I dyed this one in green as well before I paint it to green again. So just in case you're wondering, that's how I'm able to do this paint job over here. It looks very thin. It almost didn't look like one just paint the watch band, you know, because I dyed it first to black. Look at that, very smooth. But you can tell that this watch band had been dyed by looking at these edges over here. Look at this. How much you guys can see it, but yeah, this part had been dyed to black and then painted again to black just to make it looks better. Look at that. Oh my goodness, you can still see the texture on top of it as well. Look at that, so gorgeous. Same goes with this upper part of the watch band. This is the band keeper, original one. Look at that, they have different shape as normal watch band keeper. G over there didn't mess anything, just dyed it to black as well, didn't paint it at all. Well, we'll see how long the dye gonna last on a G-Shock, because most of the time when you dye a G-Shock, instead of painting it, the color will be faded over time due to your sweat on the UV light from the sun and all that. So we'll see how long this method gonna last me, but you guys gonna see that the light green over there at the bottom part of this watch band, look at that, compared to upper size dark green, down here is light green, or should I say Kawasaki green. But anyway, the buckle is still back. Kawasaki China didn't mess anything at all on that. But here is the result. Here is what you are going to get if you have this idea in your mind. It matches very well with the motorcycle sports theme. I mean, I should have made this one earlier because, I mean, yeah, it is Kawasaki Ninja motorcycle. Kawasaki already released an original version or original custom or original collab with Kawasaki before, but that model is already dead stock. You cannot get it anymore. It is very expensive. This is the only way you could do it, just in case you are a fan of Kawasaki or Japan brand or a motorcycle sports in general. Because this watch, this G-300, is pretty cheap on Amazon. You can get it from Japan, brand new or used, not very popular model. So that's why the price is cheap in the used market. So if you're a fan of this motorsports, this is the watch to go instead of this or this. This is also a model that fit to the theme, but this one fits better. Just look at the watch band, man. Right there is a tire tracks. You're literally wearing tire on your wrist. What else do you want? You know what? Let's get up here. Hose number 2 from top. Smooth watch band. I really like this watch band because it is way more comfortable than standard or other watch band. It is soft, but the downside again, it is a long extended tongue over there, but it popping up right up because I have a skinny wrist. If you have bigger wrist than me, you're not gonna have any issues at all. The watch itself is circle. It's not. It didn't have this odd shape, you know, all this rugged face shape. This watch is also circle, but it's big. In this case, it is small. Look at that. How small that thing is. Look at that. The watch band is pretty thick, by the way. And this is how the watch band turns out on your wrist from afar. Look at that. Kawasaki Ninja Motorcycle Sports. You cannot get the original version. This is the only way you're gonna able to have a Kawasaki collab or modded watch on your wrist. You know what? Let me because I haven't did it yet. I want to measure the sizing for this. So I have this caliper pen from Japan. I got it. I can't recall when I got it. It's very old, but the measurement here is surprisingly pretty much accurate. So let's have a look on the sizing. On the side, this is a 46 millimeters size G-Shock. Lug to lug distance will be about 50 millimeters. The thickness will be about 15 millimeters, which is pretty dope, pretty small. The watch band is, I believe, 20. Oh, it is actually 24 millimeters watch band. That is very thick. But you know what? Look at the shape right there. It's thick over here and way thinner and You have a curvature, look at that curve inside there that gives you guys a very great fit, and a lot of air ventilation space over there to avoid sweat. And yeah, that's about it on the sizing. You know what, let's measure the sizing for this display real quick. It's gonna be about 22mm display, and that's about it for the sizing. I hope you guys found this video useful, informative, and somehow interesting as well for future reference. Leave a like if it does, and also subscribe if you want to see more contents like this in the future. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This is G-Shock High Fashion channel, and maybe I'm painting blue what I want to do.